Hi friends! So it's back to school week here on the channel, and I wanted to show you some of my stuff. I haven't this isn't all the things I'm using or doing, and I kind of almost go with what I'm interested at the time. So if I suddenly want to read a book that I didn't have in my back to school stuff at the beginning of the year, I'll get it and read it, or find it and read it. You know what I mean? So this isn't all my stuff, this is kind of some of it. So the first thing, and I started this actually before school started, but this is Persuasion by Jane Austen, and I've read all of them except for Persuasion, so I'm kind of I'm sad. This is the last one. What am I doing to myself? I'm kind of mad that I went through all of them. Kind of mad at myself. And is anyone else kind of depressed that she never finished the last one? Because sometimes I think about that. I'm there's an unfinished Jane Austen book out there. You can't get too deep into it, because then you just go crazy with all the Jane Austen things. But yeah, I really like this. And I'm not that far into it. I'm 83 pages in. I'm one of those people that never reads the prologue. I hate it because I feel like it ruins half the book for you, because it tells you half the stuff. And I'm I want to read the book. So I don't like the prologue. Some people do, but I just personally don't. I feel like it spoils half of the book for you. Another thing, which we'll call this back to school, I guess we'll call it back to school, the Magnolia Journal. I love these. They're quarterly, so you don't have to spend a bunch of money. This is good, and I like some of the articles are really interesting. Oh, so cute. But yeah, and I like design and stuff like that. So this is educational. The next thing I have, and again, these aren't all of my things. I have more stuff, but I got from this German grocery store called Lidl. I got this calligraphy set, and the last calligraphy set I got was good, but it was and this one's kind of hard to use, but it had, instead of having the ink that you just dip the things into, it had little ink, kind of almost like cartridges, these circle things with ink in them. And you would put it in your pen, but it was weird because you could never really get the ink. And it's an art whether you use the ink pen or the just dipping it in the ink. Either way, you kind of have to finagle things and get everything at the right angle. But this one has, I'll show you. It has the ink and the the different tips. It came with 5 tips. Yeah, there's different tips. And I don't have the pencil right now. It's in my craft room drawing. But also it came with cards and envelopes to put things on. And it also came with this I think it's for the envelopes. It came with this pretty sealer, which I thought was really pretty. And I think, but correct me if I'm wrong, I sort of read the directions, but not really. There's this sealing wax. I don't know what it does. Oh, there's a wick. I get it. I just realized something. You burn this. Oh, you burn the wax because there's a wick. And then so it's wet, and so then you get the wax after it's burnt, because it wasn't coming off. You get the wax after it's burnt. Could be wrong, but there's a wick for a reason. And then you seal it like that, and then it dries on it. That's so cool. That is so cool. And so yeah, I have the gel, the one with the different color cartridges, and it also had a bunch of tips. And I liked it, and this is hard to use too, because I feel you have to dip a lot, and you never know, the ink could go, and you're just what have I done? I ruined everything. But, the ink's a little easier to get, because sometimes the ink wouldn't come out when I was using the other one, so it was, kind of So yeah, it's like easier to get to the ink with this one, but it's also sometimes so much ink, and it's like kind of harder having to dip it a lot, but it's also like you see the ink right in front of you. With the other one, the ink cartridges wouldn't always like work, and they sometimes like the ink wouldn't come out, and it was weird. And it was almost like the ink wasn't getting to the tip, like however you put it in. And then my pen broke, and then I jerry-rigged it, and then my jerry-rig broke. So like I was like, I give up on this set. So this new set is nice, even though the ink can be a little temperamental. This next book I have is a textbook. I started this in January and like stopped working in it in like beginning to mid-June, and I got like halfway through, if not more. So yeah, and this is a really good textbook. It's called The Lands of Hope and Promise, and it's by the Catholic Textbook Project. If you look it up, you can probably find it. It's sold by like this company. It's like online, and I don't remember the price or what the website was, but you'll probably find it if you look up Lands of Hope and Promise, A History of North America. And it starts with the conquistadors and all that jazz. We'll actually start, the conquistadors. And then I haven't gotten to the end yet, but I think it's like basically a full American history. So it ends at around the 1960s and 70s is kind of where it ends. And I actually like this because, and most of this was review for me, like the conquistadors, the Civil War, Revolutionary War, then the Civil War, So a lot of this was a review for me, and like War of 1812 I know a lot about too. But this is a lot more in-depth than a lot of things I've seen. And a lot of it was like, okay, Lincoln was elected president. People knew he was anti-slavery. So then they had battles, and these are the dates of the battles. But this actually gives you the legislation, like with like Missouri and Maine and like the Missouri Compact, whatever. It just gives you like the legislation leading up to it. So it's not just like they were mad at each other, so they started fighting. It actually gives you a good background to it. And I also think I'm going to get from this website that I got this book, I think I'm also going to get 2 more books and maybe another book, we'll see. But they have this book about like understanding poetry, and then they have a book called like Getting to Know Jane Austen, and they're both like workbooks and stuff. And I was like, I saw those and I was like, yay! And they're not expensive, they're probably like $15. So I'll probably get those. I really like this book. I also do math, but math is boring, so I'm not showing you that. And again, like this isn't like my full curriculum. I'll like, throughout the year, I'll be like interested in something, and then I'll be like, let's get that book. Or like, I'll be like, especially like when it comes to theology, I read a lot of books about that. And so I just finished True Devotion, so I read that. So yeah, so I'll just like decide to read a book, and then it's like part of my curriculum. You know what I mean? So a lot of like how I kind of have it structured is that I'll have books on different subjects. So like, say True Devotion is theology, and then this book is history, and then Jane Austen is literature. So it's like, I'm more of like I learn by reading, and I guess you could say my musical would be my ukulele. But I do a lot of like, okay, books on this subject, whereas sometimes I feel like, I don't know how to put this, but sometimes people will like it's not just like books, but for me, like, I like to read books on things, and like, we don't always just read books, but a lot of times we do. We went to the D-Day Memorial. Well, it was still summer, but that was really fun, and that's educational. And so that's something that's not a book, you know, but like I like to learn with books. This is getting to be a long video, so I better hurry up. So the next section is going to be clothes, and they're not all like, some of them I got a little bit before back to school, and I don't think any of them I got on a back to school sale, but they're kind of like my back to school clothes, even though I'm homeschooled. So this is this dress. It's in a large. I got it from Ross, so you probably couldn't find it, but it's really pretty, and it has flowers, because I love flowers. And you'll probably notice that a lot of these have floral prints, if not all of them, but floral. I have issues. But so I really like that dress. It's really flowy. Let's see. I'm going to save the best for last. There's this, which I thought it would be longer, and it's like kind of short on me, like too short, so I either have to wear high-waisted jeans or I wear like a skirt that can come up high enough, because I'm like not about that life. I got this dress, and I got that shirt at TJ Maxx. I got this dress at Walmart. It's a large, but it's kind of tight, and I would wear it with leggings probably, because it has like, it's long, but then it has like this opening, so I would probably wear it with leggings. And I really like that. And I've noticed all of these are literally like floral or like something. And this, drum roll, the best for last, I love this. This is like Inner Claire. It's like crazy, so you better get ready for it. It's like the epitome of fall in a shirt. Like, look at that. That's so pretty. It has like a peplum waist. It's got two. It's so cute. And it has like, I'm saving this for the right time to wear it because it's like so amazing. It has all these fun fall colors. And also the jeans I'm wearing, I'm going to stand up and it's going to be awkward. These jeans, I also got these recently, like back to school, but I don't think it was back to school sale. I got them at Costco, and shop at Costco if you can, because a lot of times there'll be stuff at Costco that's at other stores, and at other stores it'll be like $10 or $15 or even more expensive. And it's like, it's literally the same thing at Costco. So yeah, Costco is amazing. But, so that's where I got these jeans. The only issue is they kind of slide. So I'm like, this is a lot of work. But I really love this shirt, and it's like literally fall in a shirt. I got this in a medium. I've been noticing, like, I'm usually a medium, but lately mediums have been kind of like big on me. And I think this is supposed to be more of a flowy shirt, but I'm waiting for like the perfect moment to wear it, you know? Like when it's like fall. Yeah. So that was my two sections. The school, that's not everything of either. It's just some things I wanted to show you. Yeah, so this was fun. I hope you liked watching this video. Is there anything else to say? Oh, some of these clothes, I didn't try them on, but some of them, you might get a video at some point that might have to do with fall, but maybe not. We'll see. You might see these. It might be fun, but it also could maybe not happen. I might do it, but okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for looking at my clothes that I really love that were all floral prints. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!